Hello everybody, Ryan back from RSN, and if you guys did not know, I am back with our first annual March Madness tourney in 2K14, and look at my bracket is not very good. I'm gonna scroll over here to the this is the actual bracket. Now, as you can see, first round, Miami beats Hampton by 14 points to move on. Oregon State beats Colorado State 83 to 68 to move on. So they won by 15 points. LSU beats Illinois State 76-70 to move on. And Stanford beats Western Michigan 72-65 to move on. Next up, in the Sweet 16, second round, Miami falls, number 1 Miami falls to number 8 Oregon State 69-65, and number 5 LSU falls to number 4 Stanford 73-72. And then in a Sweet 16 game, the number 4 Stanford beats number 8 Oregon State. The underdogs didn't make it this year. Stanford, 4 seed, gets to the Elite 8, 68-65. Now, my bracket, the only games I got right were teams going the second round. That was LSU, Stanford, and Miami. There wasn't any upsets but Oregon State over Miami. That's the only upset that happened in the whole entire tournament. Think about it like that. And that caused, them to move on to lose to Stanford. Only upset that happened in the whole tournament in the whole round, upsetted my whole entire bracket. The only upset. That pisses me off. It was the only upsets I had was 9/8, which isn't even really that much of an upset, and 5/4, which is not much of an upset. But on the screen soon or whatever should be popping up some teams like I did the first episode of Bracketology, second episode of Bracketology, and kind of makes it a little bit quick. I have my rosters by me. I'm gonna just move my computer. I'm doing that now, and there we go. Let me move some stuff over. Oh, it was alright. I got a drink with me. I'm all good now. Okay. Gonna make this one quicker than the 30-minute first episode of Bracketology. But first up, hold up, let me get this down. There we go. That's better. First up, we got Ole Miss against Boise State. Now, this should be a great matchup. I'm going to go through some of the big time. I'll go through the top 3 players of each team. For Ole Miss, you got point guard Clyde McLeod, backup point guard Kyle Murphy, and then their big 6'10", 300-pound center DJ Walker. Now, between those 3 guys, they don't really have anything special about them. I guess just what the normal point guards and center would do. I guess is the only thing really special about them. But yeah, that's all I have for Ole Miss because their team's kind of just a standard team, I guess. Yeah, but Boise State, they're actually one of those teams where I do -1 for the stars and -6 for the backups. Tyson Hopkins, their point guard, 75 overall, 73 overall. Barney Sharp, 7-foot center. Then there's 6'9" power forward Vince Armstrong. Oh my goodness, this team's actually really good for a number 11 seed. Only 3 players under a 70 with 2 69s and 168. But that 60 overall is the 82 close, 80 mid for Elton Kirkland is his name. He's a small forward. The other 2 guys, the other 2 shooting guards who are actually 69 overall, Quinn Strickland, Corey McDonald. They both have a 70 3-pointer, 78 mid, 79 close. I think they'll be fine in this game. 77 free throws for both of them. Great looking team for Boise State. Great team to pair up to Ole Miss. And I'm already making my first pick, and it's my first upset of the whole tournament. Boise State's going to move on to win that game against Ole Miss. And I'm pretty sure I'll be still going through the rosters on this. Or I might not even do the rosters for this video, to be honest, because it's going to be a really fast bracketology video. And I'm sorry that this is all this part is in one live stream, this part's like a whole nother live stream, because I can easily pick a team to go here to the Final Four instead of Miami. But and I will, and I'm gonna do this for every single part of the bracket, just because it's still fair. If I say pick Michigan to go to the Final Four, they could lose. it's all a matter of luck in these games. And so yeah, I'm just gonna keep on doing it like this. And I mean, if that team's still up, I might pick them, to move on again. But it is what it is. It is what it is. And next up, we have North Carolina Tar Heels and University of Northern Iowa. I'm going to be talking about Tar Heels for a little bit, so I'm going to go with Northern Iowa first. You got Brad Ross, the point guard, 75 overall with 82 mid. And then you got their center, who's 7'3", Alan Garrett, who was only an 82 close, which is not that good. And everything else not looking good for him except for the rebounds, which are only 86 and 85. I mean, not looking too good for 7'3", so Northern Iowa not looking too good in this game against North Carolina. Then you got Marty Hayes, their power forward, 6'8", 88 close, better than their center. He's got tied standing layup with their center at 91. And let's move over to Tar Heels. They got their point guard Rudolph Meekins, which looks really good. 87 mid, 78 three-pointer, 85 free throw, 85 layup, 81 standing layup. Unbelievable player. That's probably my favorite player of the whole group. Isaac Thomas, 6'6", 195 pounds, 82 overall, 87 close, 86 mid, 78 three. He's got a 85 free throw, 81 standing layup, 83 layup, 85 dunk. Oh my god, this guy can do it all. He's my new favorite player in the tournament. New favorite since my other guys are out. Leslie and Jesse, who are on LSU, and then Doggy, who's on Miami. So yeah, he's my new favorite player, Isaac Thomas, and I guess I ain't got much to say about North Carolina either, as there you go. They're moving on. They will move on. I guarantee it. Then you got the next matchup. It's going to be pretty tough for me. I didn't really think about this yet. You got Indiana State versus Texas State. Indiana State, you got their three best players are all point guards. 70 overall, Jonathan Cook, who's 5'7". Stanley Stribling, 76 overall, 6 feet tall. And then 6'2", Joe Haywood, who's 76 overall. And then along in there, you got a center, Hugh Bremer, 7'1". Looking good. Against Texas State, these teams are pretty balanced, except Indiana State has 178 overall. Texas State has 178 overall. Indiana State has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 576 overalls, and then Texas State has 576 overalls. Indiana State has 1, 2, 3, 4, 475 overalls. Texas State has 175 overall. Texas State has 274 overalls. Indiana State has 274 overalls. Texas State has 373 overalls. As you can see, Indiana State the better team in this to win it. While their best three-point shooter is Nate Ruffin, their shooting guard, and Jonathan Cook, their 5'7" point guard. And then along with Texas State's 75 shooters are their shooting guard and point guard again. Like you guys know, these teams are pretty much almost exactly the same since I gave them the same amount of boost. But 5'7" point guard Jonathan Cook with a 7'1" center, and then the other team you got 6'1" Kenneth Fuller with a 6'10" center. Their tallest guys are 6'10", 6'10", and then they have a 6'8" there. Indiana State is a 7'1", 6'10", 6'9". I believe that Indiana State will get this game done and over with, nice and easy. Indiana State moves on. Next up, we got Michigan versus Drake. Michigan, oh my God, 83 overall. Reuben Hopkins, their point guard. 81 overall, AC Graham, their 6'10" center. 81 overall, Lauren Taft, their 6'9" power forward. 81 overall, shooting guard, Cecil Wagner, 6'5" shooting guard. 79 overall, Don Burks, their 6'5" small forward. Oh my goodness, this team is like the Fab Five all over again, dear God. They have two players who have 78 three-pointers. Cecil Wagner and Reuben Hopkins are both stars, so they're looking to get 3 points out there fast. Nice and early, too. Lauren Taft, 93 close, you know he's knocking them in. And free throws, 85s for Reuben Hopkins, Cecil. Standing layup, 96 for AC Graham and Lauren Taft. Oh my goodness. The layups, 85 for Reuben Hopkins. No one can really dunk on this team, you know. The only dunker in the whole tournament is North Carolina's Isaac Thomas. 91 handles for Reuben Hopkins. That's going to come into. So it's going to be really handy for their team. Also, 79 block for Lawrence. That's big. That's big. I think the best before this was like a 75. 79 big. That's a big number for one of these teams. And steals 80 for Reuben Hawkins. Oh my God. Michigan. Oh my God. Against Drake. Drake not having the best team. Bruce Brooks, 75 overall point guard. And then there's not seven. Their centers, 7'2", Justin Red. Desmond Red doesn't have very impressive skill. I really don't want to go into too much detail, as I can already say Michigan's going to move on from that game. All right, so we have no upsets besides Boise State. Boise State for North Carolina. All I gotta say is Isaac Thomas. North Carolina moves on in that game. This is gonna be a really fast end here. Indiana State for Michigan. I think I already got my pick. I'll tell you something, it is not Michigan. I'm going to pick Indiana State to beat Michigan because of their balanced team. Michigan, after their starters, really, the backups are still, good at 78, 76 is all around the 275s. But, Indiana State, I think they'll play with a lot more heart than Michigan in these games. I think Indiana State's going to take that one. And then you got light blue and white versus light blue and white. Sycamores versus Tar Heels. Two weird names going up against each other. I'm picking North Carolina win that game to move on to face. Of course, I thought Miami, but I think they'll face Stanford now because Stanford's in late A, and then I believe North Carolina will take that game as well. So I believe in my Final Four, my first Final Four team, I got North Carolina. And yeah, that's going to wrap up for this video. This is Brian saying peace out from RSN. I'll be live streaming. Today is the April 12th. I'm going to be live streaming this night. You guys will probably just see on my channel. Try to upload this video before. But anyway, guys, this is Ryan saying peace out. See you guys in the live stream. Peace.